来到图2 GENG 自选图极地寒港，上张图最后 t3xture 发飙，整个人进入状态。GENG 这张图还能延续下去，顺利拖入图3吗？还是 Sentinels 会就此终结比赛呢
Very well, it might be a different story.
Wow.
Couple of sheriff shots already traded and kills found. t3xture slips all the way back. But John QT is trying to do a bit of the same, not able to settle shots on the last kill as Gen.G manages to get the spike down, manages to get away. Now it's on Sentinels to attempt to retake this. Have a little bit of util to play around. They have the drone, they have the Viper Wall, and they have a weakened t3xture, a weakened Munchkin. John QT is not much better off. Do they have any lineups? Do they have anything like that? No spits, nothing to speak of. John's not able to stick around. The one Molly that they had, Saucy with 2 big ones. Munchkin left alone. Had the knife, drops down, spots 1. Saucy on the defuse, gotta get it to half. Pauses for the fight as Saucy gets 3 and the defuse.
Oh, good damage done on Tenz and Saucy. Actually might find the timing here, just like he did on Pistol, but second, he's so ready for it.
And if he continues to be able to get the best of t3xture throughout the entire map, that's a really good sign again, but
Whoa.
If it's not t3xture, it's Meteor. If it's not Meteor, it's Munchkin. It's gonna have to be Karon this time. Saucy looking for the target, Karon's gonna find him. Zelsis is on this late flank. Karon has no idea where Zelsis is coming from either. So it's a guessing game for both, a 50-50. Karon's on the swing, can't hit the shot to 10 HP. Was what gives it away at the end. t3xture again found success from this very position. Saucy on the reposition, they've gotten it down to 1. t3xture's weak, can he find it? Down to a 1v1, 7 bullets left. Saucy with the Sheriff. He gets up top and Saucy drops him! Again, these post plants that you mentioned, they've been so effective for Sentinels, but they're at a numbers disadvantage here. Can they convert again?
Oh my goodness.
That's such an aggressive lockdown. They've got to fight it. I don't think they can hold this back. John QT has already gotten it to half. Tenz pushing forward, just the threat, just the distraction, getting the kill too. Lockie and Karon left alone, and it's another round the way of Sentinels.
It creates a disconnect.
Bro, my brain is completely off right now.
They've been getting the spike planted, like I said.
Yeah.
But this time, a change of pace though, it's a flood. Oh my gosh, they're not ready for it, Doug.
Tenz ahead of the play. He really might be brain off, but it seems to be working. I mean, they just continue to crumble. It's just t3xture and Munchkin left. You were just talking about how this has been successful for them. If you think about the equation for Gen.G, this part has been fine. They've been able to get into post-plant positions, but they lose the post-plants. This time, all of the resistance was met ahead of that.
It's not over yet though. The wraparound from t3xture, he's got 3 to the round.
He's gonna have to win a B2 though. The ever-elusive Ace will have to deliver here if he wants to get Gen.G on the board. He's getting it down to 1, and there it is! An Ace at the best possible time!
He's been getting entries all map long. But an ace from your star duelist, that can be what turns the tide. All of a sudden, the team has energy and life in them.
Saucy understanding t3xture so far up already. A second switches to the classic, tries to get away, and t3xture hunts him down! 2 kills found! Tenzo trying to punch back, grabs the op. Can he wield it the same way? They realize that, I mean, the vast majority of the defenses are here. If they decide that they're going to go up any bit further, it's going to be with a fight. t3xture still alive. And still fragging. He's so far back, you're absolutely right. Lockie is tucked. Just waiting on the other side of the pit, waiting for his moment to strike.
What is that?
John finds him. That was the trap the entire time. They still have this pit up. They're still going to have to find a way around it. Zels is falling. Second, 2. Can John 1v3? I don't know if there's enough time for this anyway. The tap, the spam, the 4th round for Gen.G.
All that space back sight. It gives his team the information that
the timing window to hit B is now. t3xture's already dashed back sight. Karon not far off.
Finished.
What?
And it's traded 1 for 1. The fadeaway Molly finding value for Zelsis. But Lockie is still there.
Yeah, and so much space gathered as well on this A site.
I mean, they were just so decisive on the hit. But t3xture down, Lockie swinging backside, only finding 1. But a valuable one at that. It's now a 2v2. Tenz and Saucy. Saucy, who was heroic in these first couple of rounds, but has since gone quiet. looking to deliver again against Munchkin and Meteor.
He's in such a good spot right now. He might get double swung though.
There's no way anybody clears this, not in a position like that. Beautiful positioning for Meteor. Sasi tapping, down to 1, 6 bullets left. Munchkin's Molly's gonna buy some time, and that might be all he needs. As the clock continues to tick away, the spike continues to go off. It will expire as Gen.G has tied us up at 5. Ember with crosshairs trained there too. Look at that, a 1-for-1. Zelsis takes a step back. You see the pings on the minimap. He's spotted here. This is a dangerous fight.
4 members taking a fight against Zelsis. That's full information relayed.
Texture so weak, but he somehow stays alive and somehow cleans up Tenz before he even hits the ground. But of course, it's Sasi. Who else? He's been so steady. He's been so stalwart. He's been so successful here. And on the international stage again, trying to drag Sentinels across the finish line. Meteor's left in a 1v2, and Sasi gets another.
Texture, he just couldn't settle those shots onto Zelsis right away. It brought him low enough. But just cold.
Another bonus converted. Gen.G, remember, they found success in this exact same play, but this time cautious now. 56 HP. He's got a rifle. One of only 2 that are standing up is Lakia. Gets aggressive, finds his one. They're dealing a lot of damage here, but as soon as there's a window for Gen.G, Sentinels slam it. How in the world does Meteor do this? Can he be a spark? Can he be magic? Both targets found. Texture has an op this time, and that's exactly where they're headed. That tag is gonna get 2. Munchkin gets his 1 though. Lakia trying to stay alive, has to take a step back as John looks to settle the shots, and it's Meteor who wins it out. Can Texture claw them back into this? It's Zelsis left alone, a 1v3. Lakia's weak, yes, but so is Zelsis. And he's outnumbered here. Meteor gets to 3 as Gen.G gets 6. They were on the clock. You can't stay in this state forever.
Look at the mini-map. Just biding their time. It's a free B site right now.
Second with a massive shot. The op is down. Lakia and Munchkin with 2 ults. Rotating back B, and there it is, the first popped. Sasi managing to get the spike down though as Tenz. Back sight, plucking 1 down, trying to turn the flash, succeeds, but dies. Now numbers still the way of Sentinels. With the spike down, JeanQT looks to get away. A couple of parting shots, his threats as Lakia falls. Munchkin on his own, a 1v3. He's got it down to 1. A 1v1, can Munchkin deliver? Perhaps the biggest 1v1 of his career. The tap, there, the swing, but Zelsis walks out on top.
The spots that Sentinels were hiding at. The operator doesn't get value in that moment.
With the rest of Sentinels behind him, they push forward, looking to take A. Can Karen hold the line? The flash in his face, he will crumble too. Now just 1 rifle up for Gen.G. Hopes and dreams of a year, potentially falling short right now. Yes, they raised the trophy in Shanghai, but it would have been so much sweeter to do so in front of a home crowd. But now, Lakia and Munchkin doing their best to keep this thing up, to keep it competitive. They're gonna have to navigate the pit. Every single member crumbling tonight.